there's a lot of things I don't understand about the business world, but I am a person who generally is going into business to study it and to hopefully understand and make a great career out of it. It's kind of one of my passions. And another big passion of mine is, of course, gaming. Why else would I be here with fucking gameplay on the screen? It's just something I like, and I think that's where my life is headed. I'm not quite sure, but that's kind of where I'm steering it towards, you know? That's my college career right now, is going into business, understanding business, and then jumping into a game company as a businessman, marketing person, whatever, you know, whatever fully captures my interest. However, this industry is one of the most ass-backwards things I've ever seen, or at least in my head it seems this way. Because now that there is a viable streaming service, a lot of companies are jumping ship because they didn't think of it first. But they're not thinking of the bigger picture here, is that they've already had the games that they're pulling from these people, they're already paid for. These games are theirs to play, and they should be able to choose where they play them because they already have that freedom. So in this little rant video I'm going to do today, I'm going to talk about a little bit more gaming news, something I've wanted to do for a while, and something I might see if I can continue to do a bit going forward. We'll see what captures my eye. I'm not the biggest one to jump on bandwagons, but you know what? This one just interests me because it seems so dumb. So to catch everybody up to speed, in case for some reason you don't know and this is the first time you're seeing it, first of all, welcome. Nice to see you. Nice to have you. Please check out some other videos of random bullshit that I do. Anyway, the first thing we have going on here is there is now a viable streaming service for gaming. It's Geforce now. It's pretty cool. It sounds interesting. I haven't checked it out personally myself yet, but it sounds very promising, as the other videos I've seen, as well as some of the review articles I've read, have talked fairly highly of it. And this is brought on by Nvidia, you know, because Geforce. And the thing is you link your Steam account, your Battle.net account, your whatever account, that library now becomes accessible for you to play on your phone, on whatever service provides you a good enough internet connection to stream the game to you. And I think that's awesome. And people started touting it as the Netflix of games. And I think that was the poorest choice they could have done because it immediately shot the service in the foot. I think it's so dumb to equate it to that because Netflix has the library of games. It's not, you know, it's not something you paid for already. It's something you selected. And that's where I'm getting to. Steam libraries and any library that you have, through the PC anyway, those games are yours, right? We've all agreed that these are your games. Yeah, you technically get a license to play them, quote unquote, but those are your games. Those are the games you have. You can download them on any computer you have. And in theory, you should be able to stream them to anyone or any computer or any phone you want because they're yours. But AAA developers and one indie developer don't seem to agree with it. These first two really didn't surprise me too much, as they're just kind of, you know, the scum of AAA developers at this point, even though I play their games. Damn, I'm in a rut and also a hypocrite. But we're talking about Activision Blizzard, go figure, and Bethesda Game Softworks. Or Bethesda Softworks, sorry. Go figure. It's just a simple little, hey, they didn't get our permission to put that on their overall thing. And of course, there are other companies like Capcom, Rockstar, Square Enix, all of these places, they're leaving because they recognize that this is a good thing. And now, this is why I wanted to talk about it, 2K is also leaving the Stream Anywhere service. And the part where I'm going to start ranting is that, why? It doesn't make any sense to me. They've paid for these games. They've paid for these games, and now you're taking them away from them. I'm going to come up with some hypotheticals as to why this is the stupidest thing. Because when you think about it, in all honesty, in all reality, this is just dumb. I'll have the Polygon article linked below if you'd like to read it for any particular reason. But in their statement, 2K, their library of games, has been pulled from the Stream Anywhere platform, announced earlier back on Friday, and Nvidia's over here like, we're going to try and work with them to get the games back on there in the future. But this, is Borderlands, Civ 6, and the NBA 2K titles, which also now is joining the leaving teams of, Call of Duty, Overwatch, Skyrim, whatever. These games aren't playable anywhere now. They're only playable where you already bought them, which is your computer, because that's the only way, as far as I understand, this software currently works. There is no library that Nvidia's selling. They're not giving away games for free to play. They're not doing any of that, as far as I understand right now. The only thing they do is allow you to link your account so you can play the games anywhere, and they take a commission like Netflix does, so you can use their hardware, their cloud hardware. Makes sense to me. The thing that I don't get is, if they already bought your games and they're paying for a separate thing, which, yes, you're not getting a cut of that revenue, but it's only $5, but they're probably paying for your microtransactions in their games now that they're able to play them absolutely everywhere. That means playtime goes up. What's the problem here? Why are you pulling these games outside of the fact that you want to make a streaming service too? And now what are we going to have to do? Pay for each individual computer or whatever we want to play our games on? No, I'm just going to keep buying a thing and doing hard copy, quote unquote, of the game. I'm not going to pay for everyone's individual gaming service. It's completely bullshit. It's like, guys, you team up with this company, Nvidia. They've got it right now, and you can always develop yours in the background, but Nvidia's got it right. Why not at least milk it a little while? Go through, let your games be played. More people will buy your games because they can play it through their phone or through their bad laptops or whatever via, Geforce now, via streaming, to like a notebook or a Chromebook or whatever. They'll be able to play it that way. And, they'll be paying for your microtransactions or whatever you have in the game. On top of the fact that they're buying the fucking game through the service. Like, they have to go and buy the game in order to play it. On Steam, on Battle.net, on wherever it's being sold. They have to buy it so they can link it to their account, so they can play it through Geforce. Now, everybody is winning in this scenario. You're winning, they're winning, Nvidia's winning, and you are getting the microtransactions revenue. You are getting the full revenue of your game, unless it's getting portions being taken by Steam, but you're going to sell the game on Steam anyway. Nvidia's not taking a cut of that revenue. They're only asking for the revenue so they can play the game, so you'll have more playtime, more people on it, and hence more microtransactions getting purchased. That was probably a weird way to come to this point, but that's what I'm seeing here, is you guys are deliberately saying we want less people to be able to play our games and wherever they want and however they want in order to save face because you didn't come up with something first or you didn't get it right first, and you're waiting to be able to do it yourself. Whereas I can just buy a game through Steam, download it on my computer that I'm making this video on currently, download it on my laptop, download it on my mom's laptop, download it on my cousin's laptop. I can download it wherever I want as long as it's my Steam account. Same thing happens on PlayStation. Same thing happens on Xbox. Same fucking thing happens on Nintendo fucking Switch. It doesn't matter. They own the game. And if you're gonna have us start paying per thing, you're gonna crash the fucking industry. Because everyone's gonna see that as anti-consumer as fuck. Do we have to pay for each individual system we play on? No. Why would this be any different? This is just a system for us to play on that people want to pay monthly for. They're paying them so they can play games. Or so we can play our games wherever we are. And it works. your games being on there or being linked through their Steam libraries or through their whatever library is just icing on the cake for you. You are getting a benefit, and now you're taking your own benefit away because you didn't like the fact that it wasn't you who came up with it. It seems ass backwards. You guys, there are microtransactions. There are people buying your games more, and there will be more revenue overall and more playtime. Gotta get that playtime numbers up, guys. Gotta have it. Nvidia's not giving away games for free. Nvidia's not even thinking about that. They're not giving away, you know, a library of games for anyone to play, and they're only taking a revenue and not sharing it with anybody else. It's just a platform. It's a new platform that you are denying. And, you know, it's easy to say that they did that with Stadia too, but Stadia was dead in the water. Geforce now actually has staying power. And if companies don't want to use it, fine, but I think it's the stupidest decision they could have made, since this thing is actually worth it. Anyway, that's just one lowly student's opinion. I'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and if you're new, subscribe for more random bullshit and rants. Go check out TGRS. We got a new video going up over there sometime soon. And thank you guys for watching once again, and I'll see you guys next time.